So we are talking with David Fenton here, who has two daughters, twins, who are at 232. And I believe you guys started with us in 2020?
I was trying to remember if it was 4 or 5 years. So I bet you this summer is 5 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So 5 years with us now, and they have progressed all the way from our beginner level to now they're in our intermediate advanced class and still crushing it, doing
Yep.
an amazing job. So my first question is, what's the musical background that you guys are coming from in your family?
So on my wife's side, there wasn't any musical background. My family was more musical. My mom played piano and organ ever since I can remember. My sister and brother both played instruments. I played trumpet. So a little bit more musical background there. And my mom, as you know, has been a pretty integral part of the twins' growth in piano. She works with them a lot. So even though I wouldn't say like music is a really high thing in our family, it has always been kind of an underrunning value the whole time.
Yeah. Why didn't you take piano growing up?
So I actually my brother and sister were both in piano lessons, and they tried to start me probably around 6 old, and I pitched a fit. I just threw an awful fit. I was like, we're done. We're not doing that anymore. So it wasn't until school that I picked up trumpet and actually did what I did with music then. So
Got it. Nice. So what made you decide to make that jump and get your girls in piano lessons?
I think, I mean, obviously I've known you for a long time, and there was a belief in you and what you were trying to build business wise and the importance and value of it for kids as they learn, all the things not only from music but you know left hand right hand and the brain processing and just all the things where it is beneficial and good for them. So yeah, I would say it's just a belief in what you were doing and wanting to support something that I saw as valuable.
How has the overall experience been at 232?
I'd say good. That there are ups and downs with everything and seasons that are harder and seasons that are easier, but I'd say our girls enjoy it. For the most part, they look forward to coming to class every week. They really enjoy their teachers. And so for what I have seen and heard elsewhere, it's easy to get to a place of burnout and like, I'm done with this and I don't want to keep going. And why are you making me? And again, there are seasons where the kids are tired or worn out, whatever, but for the most part, they look forward to it and they are enjoying it. So, um, yeah, our experience has been a really positive one.
Yeah. And I would really highlight that with you guys because I think you're absolutely right that every family, every kid is going to go through their ups and downs. And I think even the things that we love in life, there's
Yeah,
times where it's like it's all the joy and this is just amazing. And then there's those times where it feels like it's a dirge and you're having
yeah,
to work your way through it. And I think you guys are a testament, having been doing it for 5 years, to that being able to see the waves
yeah,
because it's like I think people need to hear that just because you're down here doesn't mean that you're going to stay there. If you can get through that, you really can get back up
yeah,
to this
yeah.
point.
Well, we've seen that with the girls. They go through a harder thing of, a song they can't get over or, whatever it is. And you get through it and there is joy on the other side of it. There is I've accomplished it, this is fun again, this is all these things. But even in the hardest seasons where they're struggling the most and it's a little bit more of a fight to get them to practice or to do the things, anytime we've even put it on the table of like, is this something you don't want to continue doing? Like, that's not an option. Like, they want to continue to learn at it. And when we talk about long term, I want to be able to play piano. I want to be able to do this song. I want to be able to do that song. Like I want to be able to just hop on and play whatever I want. And and so I think they've been able to build the desire to continue based on the success that they've had. So that really helps get over those humps of this is a struggle right now because they can look back and can say, man, look at how far I've come. Look at the experience I've been able to have. And yeah, it is that learned piece of once you know what the feeling is on the other side, it helps you to push through. So yeah.
I love that, man. Yep, for sure. So we really like to emphasize, yes, you're growing musically and as a musician, but let's talk about how this is growing you as a person too.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you've seen in their personal growth from piano?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the piece we just touched on of kind of the endurance. I would say confidence has been another big piece. Cedar specifically, I would say has grown a lot in her ability to be comfortable on stage, comfortable in front of other people, having, all the eyes on you. Even for band at school now, they're in percussion, but because of her experience with piano, the last song they did, Rockin' Robin, she was on the piano with the rest of the band and was up in front of the whole school playing her part. So, obviously there's still some nerves and things that go with that, but that's a different level of confidence than they used to have. Even talking recitals, it used to be, I don't want to go. I don't want to, all this stuff to where there's still nerves, but there's a different level of, okay, I'm just accepting it. I'm going to get up. I'm going to be nervous, but then I'm going to start. I'll be okay. So I would say endurance and confidence have been the two pieces.
Huge, huge. And you're right. I see that, in the passing of the hall when I see them and I talk about the recital, they like, I see that like there's that nervous energy,
Hmm.
but I also see a sense of excitement about it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and because they've done it and they know that they can do it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Well, like Willow, I touched on Cedar some. I think Willow does have a little bit more trepidation about performance still and being in front of people, but she does get excited about the song. Like in choosing a song and learning a song, that's the piece that's exciting. She
yes.
wants to do that. So even though the performance can still be hard, the music is kind of what draws it out of her.
And without those set moments of, oh, I'm going to go share this, it's like, then there's probably not going to be that draw to, oh, I need to choose something to perform,
Yeah.
right? All those things work together with each other.
Yeah. And, I don't know a whole lot of musicians in general, but people who play piano that just keep it for themselves. They get really good at piano just to play for myself in my empty house. Like that. Not saying it doesn't happen, but it's a gift to be shared. I think it is valuable for them to have the experience of playing in front of others, even if it is just like, hey, my friends are getting together and we're going to have an impromptu karaoke and I'm going to be on the piano. Great, great. Like it's still a gift to be shared. They're learning that at this age, and I think it will translate down the road.
I think, honestly, that's my hope from people who come out of 232 is
Mhm.
that they can do that. If a student comes out of 232 and ends up playing at Carnegie Hall, that's wonderful.
Yeah,
But I think what actually sings to my spirit is that it brings music into people's lives, into their homes, into friendships, into parties. That's where it comes alive, is in those moments where you're just doing life with other people at a
yeah,
karaoke party, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
if we can equip people to be able to add to that and engage in that, like that gets me so pumped.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's there. It's playing at church. It's playing at school. It's wherever. Like you hop on and you're just able to go. And
Yes.
that's a beautiful thing.
Yes, for sure. Has there been a specific moment of joy that comes to mind in their time at 232?
I would say for me, it's been the times when practicing is over. Hey, this is your free time to be around the house on the weekend, whatever. And they hop on to play something, or they're trying to figure out how to play a song that they heard on the radio, or hey, dad, can you find me some music for this song that I really like that I want to learn how to play? And just for them desiring to make music more so than it's part of anything else. Like they're just wanting to be on and wanting to play.
Yeah, there's the habit of discipline for practice to gain the skills that you need to be able to play.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's those willful moments where you just want to sit at the piano
Yeah.
and use those skills that you've developed to be able to just do
To do
whatever it
something that you
is,
want. Yeah.
for
Yep.
sure. How have you as parents felt supported with the girls' piano lessons at 232?
I would say the biggest way that I felt supported is there's a cost in time. Once a week lessons, which is an hour long, but by the time you factor in travel and all that, hour and a half at least, and then practice every night or most nights. Like there's a cost associated with that. And life doesn't slow down for piano. Like life marches on. So I guess the place that we felt most supported is in the times when life is getting in the way, to either be able to, hey, can we switch nights? Can we, this week this is happening, and just for you guys working with us on that, never feeling like, oh man, they're going to shame us because we didn't have our kids here this week, or because we had to switch again, or because whatever came up, feeling that you guys understand that and you support it, you see it, and your desires align with ours. That's been the most supportive piece.
That's huge. Yeah, I think, having two boys of my own in a similar life stage, uh, just that we understand that this was a bad week and you didn't get any practice in. And that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
come on in. We'll work on stuff wherever you're at, right?
Yeah.
Or the switching of schedules or whatever it is. I love doing these interviews because you say something that I never would have thought of. And it just helps highlight like, oh, cool. That's something that really means something to you that like I'm not really thinking about.
And even for our kids, it's one thing if I feel like a music studio is putting pressure on me as a parent to do better. But if my kids are showing up feeling pressured because they didn't get practice done, or because they still haven't learned a song, or because whatever, like that's a whole nother deal where it's like, is this really a positive environment for them to be in? I mean, there's been plenty of times haven't practiced, long weekend away. So they come in on Monday, not really having done anything, and they're not scared about coming in. They're not, feeling like, oh no, I don't have this down, or, they're just, okay, we're going in.
Yeah.
And it's a continued time for them to learn and grow versus it's like a shoot, I missed an assignment. Teacher's going to yell at me. Like, yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's been supportive and healthy for us as a family.
Love it. I hate to say it, but we got to wrap it up. Last question. What would you say has been the most impactful or exciting part of your time with 232?
I think it has just been their progression. Like, I couldn't necessarily pin it to one place. I mean, there's been fun things along the way. Their duet at the recital was fun, but it's now hearing them, instead of being at a place of pretty basic songs, it's hearing them play songs that's like, man, that's a beautiful song. Like that sounds like real music. Not, uh, that has been the exciting fun part. And then just seeing them pick up on that excitement. I mean, this time picking recital pieces, they're talking about like, oh, can we find music for this current song or that current song? Because it's like I can play any song now. Yes, the music has to be put to my level, but not feeling this restriction on how much they can do. So
For sure.
yeah, that's been an exciting piece.
I love it. I love it. So cool, man. Well, thank you for taking time out of your day. And also thank you for the support that you've had for us. Just hearing that you saw the vision that we had and you're like, I'm gonna jump in on that vision with you guys.
Yeah.
And you guys have really been through a lot of seasons that we've gone through here at 232, and it's just been such a joy to have your family be a part of the journey along with us. So
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm grateful for you guys, big time.